Welcome back to the Dr. Jeffrey Tauth Heart Talk Show, and today's show is called Dr. Jeffrey Tauth. Simple Heart Diet Secrets Revealed. And trust me, it's juicier than your cousin's peach cobbler. You know what drives me absolutely crazy? People eating foods they think are healthy, but they're actually clogging their arteries faster than a drain full of hair after your teenager's shower. I mean, come on. You're trying to do the right thing, but the food industry has you more confused than a GPS in a tunnel. But here's the good news. Today I'm going to show you 3 simple swaps that can cut your heart disease risk by 30%. Yep, entirely true. I can't make this stuff up. Let's start with what I call the olive oil switch. And folks, this one's a game changer. You need to ditch that butter and those vegetable oils faster than you'd dump a date who shows up in flip-flops to a fancy restaurant. Replace them with extra virgin olive oil, and I mean the good stuff, not that fake olive oil that's been cut with more mystery ingredients than a hot dog. Here's why this works. Extra virgin olive oil is loaded with monounsaturated fats that actually reduce your bad cholesterol. It's like having a bouncer for your arteries, keeping the riffraff out. Use it for cooking, salad dressings, and here's something that'll blow your mind. You can even spread it on bread instead of butter. Your Italian grandmother was onto something, and your heart will thank you for it. Now, let's talk about the whole grain rule, because this is where people get tricked more often than tourists buying watches in Times Square. You need to swap that white bread, white pasta, and white rice for whole grain versions. And I'm talking real whole grains here, not that brown-colored bread that's just white bread wearing a disguise. The fiber in whole grains is like a scrub brush for your arteries. It helps lower cholesterol and keeps your blood sugar more stable than a yoga instructor's mood. But here's the trick. Look for labels that say 100% whole grain, not just wheat. Because wheat can mean anything. And trust me, if you're falling for that marketing trick, maybe I should see you in the clinic. We need to talk. Let me tell you about a patient I had who made just these 2 changes. She came to me asking, Dr. Tauth, how can I make my diet more heart-friendly without turning my kitchen into a science lab? So we started with these simple swaps. Within 3 months, her LDL cholesterol dropped 25 points, and she lost 8 pounds without counting a single calorie. She was happier than a kid in a candy store, ironically. But we're not done yet, because the 3rd swap is what I call the fish for meat trade, and this one's huge. You need to replace red meat with fatty fish at least twice per week. I'm talking about salmon, sardines, and mackerel, the fish that are so loaded with omega-3 fatty acids they're practically swimming pharmacy capsules. These omega-3s are like tiny firefighters in your bloodstream, putting out inflammation and preventing those dangerous blood clots that can ruin your whole day, and I mean permanently ruin it. Your heart will be pumping smoother than a jazz saxophone solo, and your arteries will be cleaner than your mother-in-law's kitchen. Now here's what I want you to do with this information, because knowledge without action is like a car without gas. It's not taking you anywhere. Pick just one of these swaps to start this week. Don't try to be a superhero and change everything at once, because that's how you end up face first in a pizza by Thursday. Master one swap for 7 days before adding the next change. Small, consistent changes beat perfect plans you can't follow every single time. It's like learning to dance. You don't start with the tango, you start with the 2-step and work your way up. Your heart doesn't need you to be perfect. It just needs you to be consistent. Make these simple swaps, and in a few months you'll have arteries cleaner than a whistle and energy levels higher than your nephew's cell phone bill. This has been the Dr. Jeffrey Tauth Heart Talk Show. Until next time, stay healthy, and remember, if you're looking for answers, check out drjeffreytauth.us.com. Later, y'all.